What kind of joke is the NFL playing on us right now? The official schedule dropped, and the Raiders were completely wiped from primetime. 0 primetime games. This is a historic level of disrespect to the most iconic shield on the planet. But stay calm, because while the league is trying to bury the silver and black, things are absolutely boiling behind the scenes in Las Vegas, with 3 major bombshells that just hit the wire. Our new offensive coordinator just broke everything down and laid out exactly how he's going to unleash our 2 biggest offensive weapons. Who's going to dictate the tempo of this unit? On top of that, there is an urgent emergency plan moving backstage to bring a 2-time Pro Bowl pass rusher to our roster. And to top it all off, our franchise was just valued at nearly $10 billion with the arrival of new billionaire owners. What does all this massive cash mean for the future of this team? Smash that like button and strap in, because what I'm about to tell you changes everything for the Raiders. Raider Nation, let's skip the fluff and get straight to the meat of it, because things are heating up at our training facility. Our new offensive coordinator, Andrew Janocko, just gave a huge interview to the Raiders' official website and made one thing crystal clear. This 2026 offense is going to be completely different from the absolute train wreck we had to watch last year under Chip Kelly. Forget that slow, predictable nonsense. Janocko and head coach Clint Kubiak are drawing up an aggressive system, and the entire focus is on 2 defensive demolishing machines, running back Ashton Jeanty and tight end Brock Bowers. Janocko revealed he was completely blown away by what he saw from these 2 guys in early workouts. He used the phrase, pedal to the floor all the time. If they get an hour on the field, it's 60 minutes of full speed, maximum intensity. If they get 30 minutes, they leave it all out there. Honestly, that is music to my ears. Janocko laid it out straight. These 2 young playmakers don't know any other gear but full throttle. And that hungry, predator-like attitude is what's going to define the new cultural identity of the Las Vegas Raiders. And let's keep it real here. With Fernando Mendoza taking over as the starting quarterback after going number 1 overall, having a dynamic duo like Jeanty and Bowers playing with that kind of fire takes an insane amount of pressure off our rookie QB's shoulders. Janocko was also incredibly honest about his first time stepping into the OC role. He admitted the coaching staff is still ironing out the kinks of how the machine will run, but the ultimate goal is to protect Mendoza and give Kubiak the perfect support system to rip play calls without hesitating. It's pure tactical intelligence, designed to put the players in the absolute best position to score. The guy's mindset completely won me over when he started talking about Raiders history. He brought up the Rich Gannon era, the 90s and 2000s, and showed massive respect for this shield. He knows exactly where he's standing. The man understands that wearing the silver and black demands a winning spirit we haven't seen in 2 decades. If this high-intensity top translates onto the field, our offense is going to be an absolute nightmare for opponents. If you thought the Shockers stopped there, hold on to your seats for this market bombshell that is completely splitting the fan base on social media. The front office traded Tyree Wilson away during the draft, and our depth at defensive end instantly became a massive, glaring vulnerability. We've switched schemes to a base 3-4 defense, and looking at the roster today, we only have 6 guys at the position. 2 are rookies, and one of them has only played 2 snaps in his entire career. You cannot enter an NFL season with that kind of inexperience. That is exactly why Haason Reddick's name just exploded in the Vegas rumor mill. He's sitting out there in free agency and fits like a glove in our new 3-4 scheme, a formation where Malcolm Kuntz and even Maxx Crosby don't have a ton of NFL mileage. Reddick is coming off some rough stretches with the Jets and Buccaneers, but the guy put up 11 sacks with the Eagles as recently as 2023. He's 31. He'll likely be dirt cheap at this point, and he still has plenty of juice left in the tank. He's the perfect signing to bring immediate veteran leadership to the edge, especially since rookie Kieran Crawford already promised he's going to put all 10 toes down and play like an absolute dog to earn his spot. But now comes the punch to the gut that nobody wants to hear, but I have to give it to you raw. Respected insider Albert Breer dropped a realistic reality check that's keeping me up at night. Everybody assumes Maxx Crosby is untouchable, right? Well, the initial plan is indeed to move forward together long term. But Breer warned, if we get to November, Crosby is absolutely crushing it, but the rest of the team collapses and the Raiders are sitting at an embarrassing, say, 1-8 record, the front office will start taking calls. With how loaded the 2027 draft promises to be, if someone offers a massive haul of first-round picks, the front office might just hit the reset button and ship Crosby to a contender. Bringing in Reddick right now wouldn't just be about boosting the current roster. It would be an insurance policy in case the absolute worst-case scenario unfolds behind the scenes with our number 98. There's no sugarcoating it. The situation is tense. Now, let's talk about something monumental that most fans are completely overlooking while focusing purely on the field. The Raiders just leveled up in the business world, and we are now one of the most valuable brands on the planet. Ari Emanuel and Mark Shapiro, the absolute titans running TKO Group, the holding company that owns the UFC and WWE, are buying individual minority stakes in our franchise. Each of them will hold just under 10% of the team's shares. They aren't coming alone in this new investment round opened up by Mark Davis. Tom Brady already secured his 5% last year, and now names like Michael Dell, yes, the billionaire founder of Dell Computers, and Joseph Barata from the Blackstone Fund are jumping into the mix. Do you know what the Raiders' market valuation is in this new round, reported by CNBC? The Las Vegas Raiders are currently valued at a staggering $9.9 billion. Nearly $10 billion. That is the Las Vegas effect hitting its absolute peak. Casual fans might look at this and think it's just billionaires playing Monopoly. But look at the chessboard being assembled right in front of us. Mark Shapiro is one of the most influential figures in modern sports media history. Back when he ran programming at ESPN, he was the mastermind who orchestrated the purchase of the Monday Night Football rights and created the NFL honors. He has a direct inside line to the league's highest executives and knows exactly how to turn brands into entertainment powerhouses. The fact that the NFL completely froze us out of primetime games this upcoming season is absolute garbage. But this aggressive entry of heavy-hitting media and entertainment executives into our ownership group is going to change the political game behind the scenes at league headquarters. With Fernando Mendoza bringing the spotlight of a national college championship to Las Vegas, and this massive injection of capital and influence, the Raiders are shielding themselves financially to build the most modern powerhouse in football, no matter what the commissioner thinks about us. To wrap it all up, our offense is coming out with bad intentions under Janocko, Jonty, and Bowers. Our defense is racing against the clock to find a veteran pass rusher to back up the front line. And our brand just exploded in value on Wall Street, with heavy hitter new owners. Now I want to see the comment section catch fire, and I want your most honest, raw opinion on this. Knowing our defensive line depth is desperate, and that the ghost of a Maxx Crosby trade genuinely looms on the horizon if this season goes south, what would you do? Would you rather sacrifice our first-round pick next year to trade for an elite defender, or would you sign Haason Reddick right now, whatever it costs, to save the season? Drop your comments below. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video, Raider Nation.